Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Dwarf Fortress. We return to Ushul-Minbaz, the realm of enchanting, and the fortress of Akbardthanas, Doomslayer. Alright, folks. So, I did a bit of digging into Legends mode while I was offline. And I looked around, found some stuff out here. One of the first things I did was I saw this Gorlak in the caverns, and I decided to use the make own command to make it a citizen of the fortress. And then I made it give birth because I wanted to see what a baby Gorlak looks like, and it looks like a little potato. So we named it Potato, and the mother is called Relations. Alright. I'm going to try real hard to make sure that this trade caravan is able to leave here without anything bad happening to it. Another thing that I found out... Oh, why is Yuka getting into a fight? Just with a ghostly peasant arm here. Or zombie peasant arm. Okay, so... The Mummy Lord, we did kill them last time. However, unfortunately, the wavinnesses of blossoming still exists. The role of chieftain has fallen to one of the to one of his undead creations. A mausoleum one by the name of Sinna Dykdorn, the Rare Princess of Partnering. Inviting the Gorlak mother and a child over for dinner. Welcome them into the fortress. Hell yeah. Now, so I'm pretty sure that means that they'll still be able to command... Actually, I don't know if that means if they'll be able to command the undead or not. But yeah, all I know is that that mausoleum one is now in charge of the undead. Who knows? Maybe we'll see them invade us at some point with yet another wave of zombies. Okay. We really need more armor for these people. Alright, yeah. Get these bolt throwers manned. I want to make sure that the trade caravan is able to get away and is actually leaves with a positive impression of us. Hang on a fucking second. It's him. It's the new leader of the elk people civilization. He's fucking here. What the and he's just visiting. What the hell is he doing here? Alright, this is sus as fuck. Like, yeah, the fact that he is literally just visiting and not, like, here with an army. I know what happens when intelligent undead come to visit. We should investigate him. Alright. Space Pants is going to conduct a formal interview. That's his name. Okay, he's going down to the caverns, sees the Gorlak coming. Okay. Merchants will be leaving soon. Okay, good. Okay, he's got no weapons on him, so that's good. He is ready to leave. Space Pants is too busy taking a drink. Okay, okay. I don't know why the leader of their civilization is here of all things. I'm a little sus. All right. Load up the bolt throwers. What bird was that? I saw it very briefly. Okay. Hydrate and unshrimp, I will. Oh, okay. How you doing, Encore? Okay, we are building up more siege weapons. Okay, the merchants have left. And everybody can, breathe a wary sigh of relief. Apparently we got attacked by black bear people at some point. Okay, cool. That's fine. A Zondercat was seen being stolen. Excuse the fuck out of you? Asob, why the hell are you stealing our treasures? Okay, we're gonna lock the fortress doors here. He's literally got it hidden on his person. Okay, okay. It looks like we've got witnesses as well. Alright, Space Pants, take him in for questioning. He's no longer hiding it. How you doing though, Uncle? Okay, where are the merchants? Okay. The guard are getting hungry. Hydrate and hallucinate. What is the most efficient way of attacking and dethroning God? Technically, the best way to attack and dethrone God, if my relation to any historical Japanese documents is to be believed, is you need to get a group of teenagers of various different stripes and maybe an older guy, and like one of them has to have a big sword, and then also just like a really shy person who acts as the healer. And you gang up on God together, and with the power of love, you end up overthrowing them. I hope that helps. I look forward to asking more questions in the future. Okay. Space Pants is going to go and interrogate Asob. Had better days, gave blood to do some exams, and they took a lot, so a bit lethargic. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the results are useful. So, Asob, my friend, my good dwarf, we're going to interview you in here. We've locked the doors until you tell us why you were holding... See, there's nothing wrong with you holding the mug that Lenny made. There's nothing wrong with that at all. What's wrong with it is that you tried to is that you are hiding it. Met with subject, made intimidating remarks in order to elicit information. Subject was too afraid not to comply. Subject confessed to the theft. In the mid-spring of 618, Sinner Dyktorn, the Rare Princess of Partnering, corrupted the subject in order to have an agent in Doomslayer. Met with subject and made flattering remarks. Subject succumbed to vanity, despite valuing the law, and subject's distrust of... So despite the fact that they valued the law and they distrusted this this awakened undead, they still plotted to... They still did it. Revealed that in the mid-spring of 618, subject plotted to steal soldier chains under the influence of Sinner Dyktorn, the Rare Princess of Partnering. So that guy who just came to visit, who is now the head of the Wavinesses of Blossoming, corrupted that dwarf to steal a rare artifact. So the law demands that we punish this transgression. But I think our chief medical dwarf, Shem, who has been looking for new test subjects for our well, has come up with a better idea. Asob can no longer be trusted. After all, they were willing to hand over an artifact to one of our enemies, one that holds no strategic value whatsoever, but which has sentimental value, to a wave of mindless undead who would crush us all, and then see us all raised as mindless servants under their command. You know, if they can find a new necromancer. However, the Mothrem Nazush have been complaining. Take a look at Ari, for instance. Ari has an unmet need to drink alcohol. We're going to add Asob to a squad here and force him to come over here. Our vampires have a need to drink. And the only way to get vampires to drink is to basically have a dwarf force feed them alcohol. The only way to do that is to have another dwarf as bartender. So I say rather than do something as mundane as, say, a beating or jail time, we get Asob here to spend some time with our vampires.
Oh, whoa, it's a raid.
Hi, Fate Longname. How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. And for those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked, and today we're doing some Dwarf Fortress. Ooh, how was Undertale? Are you playing it for the first time? Okay. Come here, Asob. Why is he refusing? He's hovering around that cup again. Alright.
Hello!
Just gonna... Thank you for the head pat, Sid. Finally beat Undyne. Hell yeah. Okay, so. Thank you for the delicious egg. So, Asob has a choice. Either they drink from the well, or they become one of the Mothram Nazush. Or rather, yeah. Either they drink from the well and become one of the Mothram Nazush, or they end up feeding the vampires one way or another. Okay, the merchants are gone. We can see about standing down those engineers. Hi, Aquakimmy. How you doing? Yeah, looks like everybody was coming over here to make use of stuff. We can unlock that now. They do have room. Now we just have to wait. Wait, hang on. Where's the blood? There should be vampire blood in there. Did it get washed away? I guess that's what happens when you, Okay, well, you know, we are going to need, to put a vampire in there at some point and stab him a bunch of times. Alright, you know what? Okay. There we go. There. Now you're a tavern keeper. A child has been found dead. What? How? Ah, these fucking blue jays. These zombie-ass blue jays are back. Murdered by the blue jay happens to the best of us. I know, right? Sucks. I don't like children being dead. Alright. People, yep, someone get up here and start shooting those birds. Alright, yeah, you know what, dead. Alright, we're gonna deconstruct the trade depot. I'm gonna make sure that the rest of this bunker is complete. Okay, Yuka is making some good warhammers. Mias is making good porcelain. Rosley is making some good wheelbarrows. And Ari is turning their squad into killing machines. How you doing, Akwakimi? Thank you for the first time in honor of Deltarune releasing Chapter 5, your 1-year stream anniversary. Congratulations. It's good to see you back to streaming. Alright, so this little bastard has to fall asleep sometime. No pinball win, but you got the high score on Black Knight. Very cool. Ooh. The Forgotten Beast Arak has come. A towering, skinless theropod. It has a broad horn, and it has a bloated body. Beware, it's poisonous gas. Let's set up another little animal distraction here to bring it down, you know. We can fire a bunch of bolt throwers at it again, since that worked so well last time. Okay, if we lock these doors, we unlock those doors. We put an alcohol stockpile in here. Now we wait for the tarnished stars to you know, we can tell them to update their equipment, since they should have access to Hi Sammy, how you doing? Just looking and checking to see if you remember how to get places. Is that true? Or But you are a streamer, yes. Did your Twitch get compromised as well? Oh, it looks like the Forgotten Beasts are fighting. Oh shit, two identical ones. We've got Arak here, the poisonous gas skinless theropod, and Angzak, the gigantic Quetzal. Well, you know, whoever loses, we win. If I'd spotted it before, then oh shit, one of them is panicking. Oh man, Arak is healthy, but absolutely just tearing the shit out of Angzak. How is a Forgotten Beast shaken to the core? Holy shit, they're ripping the hell out of each other. Oh. Just a random troglodyte is like, oh, I'm going to avoid that. Yeah. They're just kind of grappling with one another now. Discord and Microsoft are still stolen, but Twitch and most others are secured. Okay, good to know. Yeah. What's the what's the forest that you like to hide in our mellow? Okay, looks like we went and bonked the llama wall. Scrungle. Okay. We're trying to connect the new Discord to old connections. Yeah, I bet that's a real pain in the ass. Yeah. What's the forest that you like to hide in Armello? Okay. You know what? Let's take them off duty. Ah, here we go. The vampires are now finally going to put their own little marks on this place. I'm going to start engraving the steel floors. I don't know why she's still registered as a militia captain. Okay, now it's showing her as a tavern keeper. You know what we could do? I'm just gonna, I think the blood accidentally got cleaned up when I used a spot clean command. I'm just gonna put one of our vampires down here, and I'm gonna stab him a couple times. They'll understand. It's important to have the cursed well continued. Do a little game with the wife? Hell yeah. Have a good time. What you playing? Radlands. Ooh. I don't know that one. Let's see, it's a board game of some sort. Okay. It's back to being a pool of blood. Okay, now we can take the vampire out of that. Card game 1v1? Gotcha. Just gonna put a little food in there as well. Okay. Now we just wait for Asab to either get tired. Oh, here we go. This. Okay. We're gonna lock the doors. No more making rock pots. You are done. All right. Now we wait for them to either become a vampire or to become the vampire's snack. Oh, the Minotaur Slayer, the little Coati who killed the Minotaur, has given birth. Hell yeah. Oh, they like ate a plump helmet there, and now they're taking the seeds in. That's cool. All right, let's get our siege engineers practicing with the ballista arrows. Got a lot of work to do. Ah, it looks like our Baroness Transfem has made a demand. She wants us to make battle axes and also a fine pewter statue in either her throne room or her office. I don't even know if we have any fine pewter. What I do know is that we need to start digging out a place for her quarters. It's a real shame one of our... Oh, Lord Onotad the Scholar has been possessed. What? He is a great armor smith and an accomplished weaponsmith. Is he gonna take a forge? He's taking a forge. Okay, okay. Platinum. Okay. He's probably about to make a platinum piece of armor. Not very practical, but still. I think we should make him a okay. Oh, he's literally our only armor smith. That's a little embarrassing. Hi Archangel, how you doing? Alright, yeah, we need to get a couple of apprentices here. Some of the people who are making weapons could also start making armor. Yuka's helping melt some stuff down. Good. Ah, well, there he is. It seems as though Asab was not able to slake their thirst, but but they did end up slaking someone's thirst in the end. All right, we are going to open this back up. We're going to allow the Tarnished Stars to make some stuff here. It will help with their ability to. It'll help with their need for happiness. Oh, we have struck horn silver. Okay, okay, good, good. Okay, smelt horn silver. Make that a priority. We've got a. Our Baroness requires some horn silver stuff. Now that we've got some, oh, who died? Probably just the person that we saw right there. Start dyeing some cloth and leather. A nice red. Asab the Tavern Keeper has been found, completely drained of blood. Oh no, who could have seen that coming? Well, looks like they got back up as a zombie and had to be beaten down. Oh, there they are. beat him up and mangled the corpse barehanded. We've got a miner who has arisen and is now haunting the fortress. Still thinking about dinner ideas. What do you have? What do you have that you could potentially make? Well, if you're looking for a dwarf to be named after you, Archangel, we do have more vampires in the fortress who could be named. What are our vampires up to? Not looking too good. Attending a meeting? That's not gonna work. It looks like a couple of them are singing and socializing. But you already had a dwarf? Oh, let's double check. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you are one of the weaponsmiths. Never mind, I forgot. I forgore. Okay, oh. You need rough gems, metal bars, you need bones. Let's see, what can we do for you? Need more platinum. Okay, rough gems. Okay. Are there any gems we can dig out here? Been too busy cutting all the gems that we find. Ah, here we go. Fortification agate. Oh my god, all the dwarves are drinking from this. Why? Oh. The forgotten beast Nyerzung has come. An enormous, scaly stag beetle. It has a stubby horn and it squirms and fidgets. Its eyes glow chartreuse. Its river blue scales are blocky and set far apart. Beware its deadly spittle. Well, it cannot get into the fortress, so it's just going to wander the caverns. And I'm fine with that. Oh. The cat came back as a zombie and it's just kind of hanging out. I guess the vampires just aren't bothering it because it's opposed to life, but they are not the vampires aren't alive, so it's not exactly bothering them at all. Okay, let's see. Trying to find someone who doesn't have a specialized role here. Let's allow Relations the Gorlak to start mining. If they can hold a pick, that is. If they're able to hold a pick, then let them. Being able to help Diggy Diggy hole is an excellent dwarven tradition. Looks like Neri is telling a story. What story is she telling? Yes, I know that's where she is. I want to know what story. Ah, she is telling the story of how the Mahogany Company formed in the Fortress of Doomslayer, our Farmers Guild. A place that she is never necessarily gonna need again. Oh shit, that's a blind cave ogre. And those things are rough. Looks like Archangel is helping to dye a bunch of cloth red. We're dyeing some cloth and we're dyeing some leather, a good red color. We've got to have some fashion fortress in here. While we're at it, we could dye some things orange. White cloth ochre using brown dye. Okay.
Thank you for being a good little sub.
Hey ooh, just swinging by on my way to sleep. It's hot here.
Hey Brazen, thanks for stopping by. I hope that you're able to beat the heat soon. And thank you for resubbing. 26 months, holy shit. That's like 1 month, 26 times. Really makes you think. Meanwhile, Cherry Cokes is creating some excellent masks here. Out of shell and bone. Are you still alive? Let's see. I don't know if you had a dwarf in this fortress yet. Looks like people socializing. Okay. Let's find out. This might be a different fortress. Let's see. Statue. Image, historical figure. Brazen. Okay, so you had Brazen of Ironspire and you had Brazen the Second of Ironspire, but there has been no Brazen of Doomslayer yet. So yeah, this is a different fortress. They're stinking up the place. Thank you for saying hello. I hope you're well. If you want a dwarf named after you, then you are more than welcome to have one. Do you have a preference for a type of dwarf? Someone with administrative leanings. Well, currently our mayor is an elf. And chief medical dwarf is is a dwarf, thankfully. The manager is available, as is the trade broker. The manager would definitely be like a bureaucratic role. So yeah, let's see. So you can now be Brazen of Doomslayer. everyone's wearing masks in this fortress because it is the fashion now, I guess. Let's see, he is mighty, durable, and slow to tire, but is susceptible to disease. Apparently his foot is a little broken. His hair is crinkly, his long beard is neatly combed, short sideburns are neatly combed, very long mustache is neatly combed, medium-length hair is neatly combed, has very low cheekbones, with aquamarine narrow eyes, with narrow ears. His hair is dark tan, and his skin is dark tan. His upper front teeth are gone, apparently. Ghostly miner has been put to rest. Has a stunning feel for spatial relationships, a great kinesthetic sense, great creativity, a great sense of empathy, and the ability to focus. Has bad intuition and a lack of understanding of social relationships. Almost never feels discouraged, is slow to anger, is greatly unhindered by the thoughts of others, rarely looks on others with lust, is generally quite confident of his abilities when undertaking specific ventures, tends to avoid physical confrontations, has a tendency to go it alone, finds obligations confining, prefers to present himself modestly, and occasionally lose focus, does not go out of his way to help others, and has a greedy streak. He would personally have the world operate in complete harmony without the least bit of strife or disorder after experiencing trauma, respects power, respects the law, and doesn't care if others take the time to master skills, and doesn't really see the point of working hard, but dreams of raising a family. Brazen likes sphalerite, silver, wood opal, yak horn, disease being parchment, the color teal, ballista arrows, pendant amaranths for their striking color, and when possible prefers to consume peach cider and citrons, and absolutely detests fire snakes. Welcome to the fortress, Brazen. If you're heading out, then I hope you have a wonderful evening. Okay, you know what? Let's re-equip the tarnished stars. Have them update their equipment so they can go and grab some shields from out there. Okay, good. Looks like Burr is finally, yeah, that was kind of the problem of having them drink someone. This particular vampire is not doing too well. They're currently stuck in needing to go to a meeting. Okay. This vampire is just going to get stuck if they don't get a chance to go to their meeting. So I'm just gonna real quick okay, nope. I see a sleeping dwarf they're going after. Not on my watch. Like, no, put that dwarf down. Okay. Okay, doesn't look like she wants to go to the, my god, now she wants to go and attend the meeting. Okay, fuck it. Alright, we're gonna Okay, you are in, okay. Going to attend meeting. Alright. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna lock you in here. We're gonna find the mayor, and we're gonna just I'm gonna put the mayor in the I'm gonna put the mayor in the office as well. Because otherwise this vampire is just gonna get stuck. Off duty. Okay. Go on. Go have your meeting. Okay. Feels empathy, discussing acquaintances' problems while being yelled at and while being cried on. Cool. Alright. Now we put you back in here. Into the arena. You see a green armored warrior. Living with parents has perks like a free butler, your dad, a free servant, your dad, and someone who does laundry, your dad. Alright. Back to staggered training. Okay. Now the dwarves can all socialize. Ooh, I know. We can set this as... We can have idle dwarves satisfy their crafting needs. Now we just need to put some more rock in there for them. We've got to keep these vampires happy after all. Alright. We're going to leave Baby Potato in the daycare. But yeah, Relations the Gorlak can come and help out with the mining. Meanwhile, all of our kids are currently playing in the tavern because the last thing we need is to have the goddamn kids attacked out in the open again. Our children have been attacked by zombie blue jays one too many times, which honestly is any amount of times, but still. Okay, good. Our armor smith is putting together a cool piece of armor. The Heavenly Knives are also going to go into staggered training because, frankly, we cannot afford to have 20 of our 70 dwarves constantly training. That's a pretty big chunk of the workforce. Got you a big glass of milk. Ah, that's good dad material right there. Okay. Lore Onal Tad the Scholar has created a shot gnome, a bulky platinum right gauntlet. He offers it to the Doom of Figures. Its name translates to the Vanished God. All Craftsdwarf is at the highest quality. It is encrusted with oval-cut fortification agates, decorated with plumwood, and encircled with bands of single-cut fortification agates. This object is adorned with hanging rings of giant blue jay bone and fortification agate, and menaces with spikes of platinum. On the item is an image of Gate Self, the Martyr of Pentacles, the Singing Metal Spear in tetrahedrite, and on the item is an image of a Forgotten Beast in yellow jasper. You know what? Let's have that be part of the Baroness's regalia. Okay, cool. Let's get everybody diggy hole. This area is going to become Transfem's quarters. Since we have, since our people have a dire need for armor, and we don't have a whole lot of steel right now, we also need to train up our, we also need to train up our new armor smiths. We'll make some iron armor to be going on with. Besides, these iron masks are all the rage right now. Okay, so Relations can hold a pig, but she has to hold it in 2 hands. That's okay. We are more than happy to see her, you know, get to work. Ah, looks like they did end up destroying that cat. Alright, I'm gonna lock them back in, open up these workshops, and maybe designate some area for digging here to give them more rock. Hold on. Tal said, why? Why the hell is this man's... Apparently he has been gelded at some point. Ah. His foot is broken, his left foot is smashed open. His right hand is smashed open. His right hand is broken. And yeah, he is... What the hell did you end up... Apparently he got, like, mauled by zombies, and one of them must have taken his junk. That is, horrifying. Okay, I think we have enough masks for now. Okay, we've got building tasks to be done. We've got deconstruction tasks to be done. Hi, Nari, how you doing? Yeah, that reminds me. Yeah. Yeah, we fed a dwarf to the vampires because that dwarf had been trying to pass objects over to our enemies. No sympathy for potential traitors here in the fortress. But some of our dwarves are looking a little worse for wear. We're gonna get them a very specific project in mind. If you can tell, if you recognize what the screw pumps are all doing here, then maybe you know what I'm planning. we're gonna build the dwarves a mist generator. It's gonna be a big one. If you're wondering what a mist generator is, it is a device that essentially circulates water through the fortress in a way that will spray down misty water directly onto our dwarves' heads. Dwarves love the notion of a waterfall, and so that will make them very happy. And putting it in the tavern where everyone can socialize is going to be the that's going to be the best piece of real estate for it to be. And some of our dwarves are very upset. It looks like Pablo has been adopted by a kitten. Good for them. And Last Hope is no longer a baby. Last Hope is now a child. So we are going to put Last Hope in Dwarven Daycare.
Bribe to make another giant toad and name it Stinky Poo Poo.
Fair enough. Alright, okay. Spawn unit, giant cave toad. Female. Thank you for the bits, Ash. Okay. Tame, set 7. Okay, there you go. Telling them if I don't make friends with everyone, it means that I'm disappointed in them. I'm a good mother. Okay, trade depot has been demolished. You might be wondering why I demolished the trade depot. It is so we can get this new area set up. How is the other toad? We can take a look in a sec. Wait, shit, no. I want to rebuild the trade depot so that we can have it basically sheltered. Anytime that anybody comes to trade now, they'll trade inside this enclosed area. That way we can have this drawbridge slam shut, sealing them in. If we ever get attacked by zombies, then we can simply enclose the whole area and prevent the traders from having a bad experience. Well, looks like the game is saving in time for early spring. We will take ourselves a little break then. Everybody get up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, do whatever it is you need to do, and we will be right back. All right, everybody, we're back. Looks like with the turning of the season, the elves have come to trade. Two different elven caravans. Your status as a minor land has attracted a bit more trade than usual. What the fuck is this koboldite? I wanted steel. Actually, no. If I deconstruct that now, it'll just remove the entire thing directly on top of them. That's, you know, that would be hazardous. How you doing, Sid? It is good to see you. Trying to remember, where the hell is the cursor here? Not scaling mode. It's not audio. Is it in game? For doomed civilization, we seem to be limping along pretty well, right? Sure, we've had to, you know, use DF hack occasionally, but I think that despite all that, we've done pretty damn well. Okay, these iron bolts are made with nothing but iron. So we're just gonna trade a shitload of those to the elves and hope that they have something worth my time. You have disrespected the trees in this area, but this is what we have come to expect from your stunted kind. Further abuse cannot be tolerated. Let this be a warning to you. My guy, there are zombies around here. Do you really, is this really your biggest priority? Really? Oh wait, we don't need the axle there. Okay, cool. 'Cause that mechanism is pumping that. Okay, cool. We do a gear assembly there. Then we can do an axle there. Another gear assembly there. This mist generator is going to be it's going to be very cool and very opulent. The dwarves of Doomslayer deserve no less. Let's see. Baked zucchini carrot bread this morning. Had an okay day. Finally got a hold of the social security lady and was able to get your questions answered. Hell yeah. Looks like, yeah, sounds like a very productive day overall. Okay, let's see. We're still unloading. That's fine. We are enchanted by your more ethical works. Okay, we will get a couple of these toys and instruments. A giant hamster. Yeah, we're gonna butcher that. Some barrels. Dress, some shirts, a robe, some socks. apples. Yeah, we can make some cider with that. There you go. And then we will offer them a gift of some extra bolts. Ayo. Thank you for the head pats, makers. A gem cutter has been possessed. Cool. Okay, we are linked up to the lever here. Some migrants have arrived. Shit, we have gone from 70 to 82. Oh, wait, still coming. It looks like some of these dwarves are wearing masks too. Perhaps they are familiar with our traditions. And you know, we have very recently taken up the tradition of wearing masks. We're at 88. God damn. Hunter. Yeah, we were very worried that we would not have enough people for all this. Okay. First off, smoothing everything out. Okay, this area is going to be our armorsmith hall. This is our metalsmith's guild. Surprisingly, not despite the danger. It is not seen as, this place is not seen as dangerous right now. Alright, take that out. Priority 1. Okay. This one has some clay. We can get plenty of clay elsewhere. We will buy your instruments though, just in case any bards come along to that want to play them. We'll bring it. We'll take the toys as well, because the kids like those. More dingoes, a kangaroo buck. We'll take the cages. Those are pretty useful. A cardinal. A black bear. Oh, come back when you've got grizzlies, my guy. Well, llama. Okay. Llamas are useful. And we'll buy the barrels. Just because they're useful too. We'll get those shirts, those cloaks. Robes. Oh yeah, hugs for everybody who wants them. Some head veils. Yeah, the elves here are probably a little disconcerted by the fact that a lot of our dwarves come to meet them in masks and with similar veils and such now. They say that it's for their own protection from the fog. And we're like, what does that mean? And we're like, don't worry about it. If you like pray that you never need to know. All right, the elves are ecstatic with the trading. Wait, why is this platinum? I did not ask for this to be platinum. Okay. Looks like we've started a cool set of gem crafts. A dwarf monster slayer pale slayer is visiting. Damn, what a wild looking creature from the Mahogany Fury. You know what, we'd better interrogate them just in case. Hey, you got the 100 hit points. That's the full heal. Oh, some bat hair is attacking. Okay, it's been mangled. We are okay. All right, we're gonna help the dwarves out a little bit. Just fix that shit up. You saw 4 toads unite? What does that mean? What does anything you say mean, Ash? The 4 heavenly toads or something like that. Ooh. Mr. the Gem Cutter has created Shesar Altered Uthiasemor, a green tourmaline coffin. Well, our Baroness does need a coffin, even though we generally don't bury the dead in coffins here. We will make good use of it. Okay, all of the screw pumps are working. All we have to do now is designate one of these areas as a pond and say that water needs to be put into it. Hell, we'll do it on 2 of them just to get everything going. So then dwarves will get buckets and they will dump water into here. It should then pump around in a steady, continuous circle. Oh, wait. Shit, no. Suspend that. I've missed a crucial part of the operation. We have to put statues underneath each of the holes to act as a break. The water will hit the statue, and then that will give it time for the water to then be sucked up and continue. Some porcelain statues here. Some platinum statues. And on top of everything else, people will be able to look at these fantastic statues and be like, damn, that's some excellent craftsdwarfship. I almost forgot one of the holes too. What horror am I building? A mist generator. Looks like an elven diplomat is telling a story here. Okay, the horror. Okay. Scrungle has been around for long enough. Got your ass, indeed. Okay. All of the statues are almost put in place here. An elk person. An interesting choice. I wonder if that's the statue of our fallen enemy. Okay, the elves are going to be leaving soon. That's fine. As long as they've had favorable trade relations, then that is good. Okay, no, that's a different elk person. Artwork relates to the animation of the body of the elk man by Tekwal's sword folded. Okay, no, this is Tekwal's body. Okay. We're gonna move that statue because I want that statue in our Hall of Defeated Enemies. Tekwal's body is probably probably too late for us to house it. Doesn't mean that we cannot try. Okay, this whole area is almost smoothed out. Good. Then we'll smooth the walls. Okay. Our Baroness is need some good need some good quarters. Uh-oh. Goblin snatchers. Just as we get ready to trade, an ambush. Curse them. The traders were almost ready to leave. Okay, lock the doors. Raise the protective bridge. Now, please. Okay, good. It's been pulled. All right. The elves are locked in. They're gonna be a bit grumpy about that, but that's okay. The important thing is that right now, no one has access to the outside. Vampires, it's time to do your job. Thank you for the delicious egg. There's a couple of those goblin scum. They're fast, but they're not as fast as the vampires. Bam. Crash. Dead. Oh shit, Jamie's out there. Oh no. Oh, that's a problem. Jamie has a few arrows in her probably at this point. Oh yeah, okay. Alright, Jamie's not here, and she's one of the older friends of the channel. I know she would pay for this, so we're going to just gonna put her inside. Now she'll only have to worry about mental trauma. Okay. Vampires. There's still one more enemy out there. We'll kill him. Bosh. Oh my god, that zombie Crundle looks so cursed. Look at it, chat. Look at that monstrosity. The hammer has quenched its bloodlust. Indeed. It's just a shame that we cannot have your bloodlust sated in other ways. Wanted as a pet. You know what? Let's send out the vampires to attack the elk people in, let's see, the place at the Forest of Evened Bears. There's some books there that we could retrieve. Go pillaging. It's part of your duty as Mothram Nazush. This will give us time to clean up. Oh shit, one of the goblins is up as a zombie. A zoblin, if you will.
I'll let you raid my channel any day.
Hi Robbie, thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked, and today we're playing some Dwarf Fortress, as is the Friday tradition. But you're gonna miss the one room you're allowed to be in. I mean, it's a couple of rooms. Like, you've got the barracks, you've got the communal temple, the tavern, the guild. Oh, why are you stuck? What the hell? It was stinky poo poo. That's a good question. Hello, Sacksmith. How you doing today? How was Yoshi's cookie? And more importantly, what is Yoshi's cookie? I need a drink. I'm dejected. This one vampire is given us a little problem here. All right, we're gonna remove her from the military for now. She keeps trying to attend meetings. All right, I'm gonna do this again just to. Just so that we can maybe get her to calm the hell down. Yeah, everyone go follow Robbie. She's very cool. Try and match rows of cookies. It's surprisingly difficult. It's one of those games that, you know, just kind of sounds like basic in concept, but in practice it ends up being pretty complicated. Let's see. Oh shit. What happened to all the vampires? I think that's bugged. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna reload real quick here. Last thing I want to do is lose like 8 vampires because of a bug. You okay, Zelda? I heard you hacking up earlier. Time travel before the universe broke. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay. Okay, Bert is not happy, so yeah, we're just gonna remove the stress so that she doesn't feel the need to keep getting herself locked into trying to attend a meeting. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this one more time. Okay. Use steel blocks. Make sure the trade depot is built. And then when those elves come to trade, we will be ready. Fun game, but your hand is tired. I can only imagine. Yeah, if you need to get yourself some rest or some sleep or, anything like that, then, please, don't stick around on my account. You get all the rest you need, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, okay? I'm gonna put some claystone statues down here. Okay. We have disrespected the trees. Yep. Nothing new. Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you. All right, then we just rig those up with gear assemblies again. This time we know that those damn goblins are gonna be here soon enough. How's your dwarf? Let's check in. Our dwarf is ecstatic right now. Currently processing plants. Feels lonely after being away from family, satisfied at work. Felt fondness remembering giving birth to a boy, and mulling over the recurring memory changed her personal tendencies. Okay, let's see what happened. Often feels filled with joy after finding romance in 612.
I'll let you raid my channel any day.
Rain Tyran, thank you very much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked, and today we are playing some Dwarf Fortress, as is the Friday tradition. What were you streaming today? Mecha Chameleon, I've heard good things about that. Did you have fun? And welcome everybody raiders to the Cocktail Lounge. If you need to head out, then I totally get it, but otherwise, feel free to sit yourself down at one of the bar stools, or slide into one of the booths and help yourselves one and all to a hot drink. What you do with it is your own business. How will collab then Mecha Community? I've heard good things about Mecha Community. I hope you
Welcome
had
to the
a
cocktail
good time.
lounge. Please enjoy your stay.
Everybody go follow Reina Tyran. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I'm not sure. But thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous, but always appreciated. Banana Lassie's. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Lassie. I love that. It's always wild to see like people recommending me, and then just that carries on. It just blows my mind. Let's see. Okay, so apparently after getting married, Tara now can easily fall in love or develop positive sentiments.
Please.
And she is
enjoy
easily
your
moved to
stay.
mercy after giving birth to a boy. Very cool. Rain, like pronounced like rain. Gotcha. Well, thank you, and yeah, thank you everyone else for the follows. That's really appreciated. We try and do some Dwarf Fortress once a week. Sometimes on Wednesdays, sometimes on Fridays, depending on the schedule. And yeah, it is one of my favorite games ever, really. This is the Fortress of Doomslayer. It takes place in a cursed piece of land where where everything that dies and leaves an intact body comes back to life as a zombie. It's a crazy place to live. And the dwarves of Doomslayer have come here to seek an honorable death, taking down some big evils of the world. She's become sappy. I'm so happy for her, right? Yeah, we've constantly been beset by zombies of all stripes. It's been a rough existence for them. But you know, in such places, this is where legends are made. You know. And part of Legends is having legendary fashion. So we're making sure to dye all of the cool silk and cloth that we have. If they're gonna die, they're gonna die with cool stuff, you know? Okay, the elves are here to trade. Alright, so second verse, same as the first. You know, we just send them the iron bolts like we did previously. They are fine with iron because they don't know whether or not wood has been used in its construction. What was that? Okay. Yeah, trade sentiments are very good with one set of elves and terrible with the other. But you know, that's fine. We will, they will have to, they'll just have to kind of suck it up, because, it's us or the zombies, you know? The zombies are going to be much worse trading partners than us. Okay. So we'll grab some instruments. You know, we'll buy that donkey, not because we want it, but because it shows them that we want to buy animals that are in cages from them. And then hopefully they will take the hint and they will bring more animals. Sorry for passing the low bar of being better training partners than the undead, right? Yeah. Be grateful that we don't simply shred you with our, you know, dwarven equivalent of machine guns. Okay, these ones are much better. They brought a unicorn. And a jaguar. Okay, cool. Now that's how you appeal to a dwarf. You get them an animal that can be trained to maul people. Stabby the second. We have a couple of unicorns in here now, actually. We're busy spinning all sorts of thread over here. Llama wool and much more besides. Yeah, now that we've got a whole bunch of dyed cloth, I want some head veils. As part of the protection from the evil weather that stalks these parts, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of, we've got a whole bunch of masks. We're gonna make head veils as well. Actually, you know what? We'll do 40 of each type. That way, everyone in the fortress is guaranteed to be able to have one. We'll also do some leather head veils, just in case. Anybody who wants to get a head veil should be able to get one. And now they'll be able to have their choice. As you can see, a lot of our dwarves are also wearing masks because they want to wear something and it looks cool. Okay, another migrant wave coming in. Very cool, very exciting. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. We're up to 94 dwarves. That's exciting as hell. You know what? Now we can finally afford to have not only have a full military, but also put them back on full time. You know what? We've got a couple of new people coming on in. I'm sure Sid will be happy to have a full squad again as the Heavenly Knives begin training. Aren't we past the point of migrants needing to show up? We can always use more hands, especially considering our role here is to seek a glorious death. If we want a glorious death, we're going to need a whole lot of dwarves who can make armor. And it looks like some people who came in are pretty good armor smiths. How much steel do we have? No steel bars. Let's start cranking those out again. you know what? Now that we have, now that we've got more dwarves, let's see if we've got any peasants in the mix. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with Dwarf Fortress here. This fortress has an entire squad of vampires that act as super soldiers of sorts. They're very much they're basically our squad that defends us from all of the worst possible monsters. Yes, you are one of the vampire dwarves, and I love that. Let's see. We're still out raiding. The game bugged out, and a lot of you either disappeared or died. So I'm trying to find a way to. Yeah, I wanna try things again. Okay. We've got the water sources introduced here. Now we just need a dwarf to come in with a bucket. Oh my god, we've had a whole bunch of stuff destroyed in a tantrum. That, yeah, we're gonna have to punish, Udib. Get deleted by a glitch. Surprisingly, you were one of the only ones who did not get deleted. Okay, Burr is trying to organize a biting demonstration, but like... Okay. Try this again. I reloaded a save, so all of the vampires are back. Alright. Lock the door. Put you in with the mayor again. Listen, Mayor, I need you to be a therapist. Okay. I cried on somebody in charge. That was satisfying. Yes, biting is one of the different moves that that vampires can do, as can regular dwarves, so... Let's see. Meditate on hunting. Meditate on death. Alright, where is Burr? Are you here? Are you... Okay. They're praying now. Good. Looks like they're finally... Yeah, they can give biting demonstrations too. She feels wonder after communing with Nicole the Dead. Let's see. Nicole means skull, so their name is literally just Skull the Dead. And it looks like the dwarves are teaching each other how to lead ambushes, which is going to be very useful when they go out trying to steal stuff. They also write books about reproduction. True. Okay, we're getting little splashes of water here. Oh, Not all of the mist generators are linked up. Okay, okay. That's the problem. Okay. Okay, let's get those gear assemblies properly linked up. Okay, almost all of them are linked up. Okay, okay. All need to be moving. Okay, Udaba's slipped into depression. Okay, okay. We've got all of them moving now. Now we just need a little bit of water to be introduced. Wait, why is Encore chained up? Who punished her with prison? Violation of production order? Ah, man, she was, right, because our Baroness demanded a fine pewter statue in her office. Oh, shit. A vile force of darkness has arrived. The army is commanded by the goblin Snowdub Forthated, a competent commander. In the late spring of 599, Snowdub visited Steel Dive to gather information. Beware, they're goblin swordsmen. Well, we don't have any tin to make fine pewter, and that is, that's a problem, but okay, okay. Shit, our bridge isn't linked up. Well, hate us if you must, but activate the burrow. Get the dwarves inside. Holy shit, they have a pretty big fort. They have a pretty big complement of dwarves here. Shem, why the hell aren't you moving? Alright. Get ready. An ambush too. Okay, Shem is inside. Well, we're just gonna have to leave the elves to die. They may hate us for it, but we're trying to build a fortress here. We may have to give up on the idea of trade. Oh. One of our dwarven engineers is up here on a bolt thrower. Here we go. Everybody is inside. Okay, we'll lock the hatch to the top level. Get yeeting them stones. Get the bolt throwers loaded and firing. And while we're at it, unlock the passage. My god, another one is attending a meeting? No. I think rather than turning them loose out there, I think we're going to leave the hatch unlocked. I'm going to see if the goblins come to us. They might think that they've discovered a sneaky back way into the fortress. Okay, another ambush. Okay. Looks like they're waiting on their battering ram. Are they even... Most of these don't even have armor. You know what then? Fine. You want to be let loose? You want to blow off some steam? You want to beat some goblins into a fine paste? Wish granted. Go forth and bludgeon some skulls in. My dwarves of cursed blood. Bam! They are firing arrows. Much good will it do them. We are clad in steel, and we have no need for. None of the organs that you can pierce are all that vital to us. We've got some martial trances here. Smashed up. Meanwhile, the elves have actually been left alone. Well, they're panicking a little bit. That's to be expected. Oh no. It looks like their battering ram is a little late to the party. That's okay. We'll bring the party to them. Hack slash dead. This. It looks like everything is good. Cool. Injured. Ability to grasp somewhat impaired. Her neck is torn open and her upper spine is bruised. Battering rams need a bit of a speed buff. You are very right, Virtual Spaceman. I could not agree more. You know what? I'm just gonna... Okay, Mothram Nazush, get back to training. We, you know, your place is not above ground, nor is it with the rest of the dwarves. So yeah, welcome in, Virtual Spaceman. We have an enclave of vampires that live separately to the rest of our dwarves here, that we have trained to fight, and they are basically our super soldiers. Yeah, how you doing? Oh shit, goblins, zombies. All right, come back up. There are some corpses that you did not completely mangle. Bolt throwers also need a little fire rate nerf, otherwise pretty good. Oh, I'm glad that you're doing well. Yeah, I think the bolt throwers are fine, but you know, we fight a whole lot of stuff that's pretty busted. In order to kill broken things, we need some broken stuff ourselves. Okay, head back underground. Okay, the burrow operation is done. You know what? I'm just gonna do a little liquid ourselves here. Just pop that in. And now look, mist for everyone. You hang out here, you get to have some cool waterfalls. Plus the elves are gonna be like, damn, this place is scary, right? I just hope that they don't, I just hope that the elves don't then look at us all and say, like, well, we're not going to, basically, I hope they don't come after us to try and kill us too. Yeah, the old statue mist trick, it's a very cool way to do a mist generator. I learned that one from Blind IRL. Yeah, now this place is our primary place to hang out and get cool, relaxing thoughts. Sure, the floor gets a bit muddy now and then. See. It's months away, but I'm preparing Halloween jokes. A vampire goes to a doctor and says, I'm worried, doc. When I went to the bathroom, there was stool in my blood. Ew. Wait, why is Transfem dead? Where is Transfem? Okay, yeah, I don't think she would, I don't think she'd be happy about that. Let's just pop you back downstairs. Oh, there are zombie elves down there too. Okay, well. I don't even know how she died there. Are they climbing up to us? Alright, we're gonna unlock the doors and we'll let the regular military finish these bastards off. Let's see. Here's another one. Just gotta, business deals with skeletons are always sexual. You either get boned or become the boner. Excellent. Hang on. Okay. Well, I guess Transfem is no longer the Baron. I guess that's what happens when you die. Okay. Hi, Blue Lobster. How you doing?
Hello.
Whoop. I guess another one came up. But what are you doing down here? Or up here, rather? You are one of the vampires. You are not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be with the rest of your kind, in the basement. I have a feeling we may need to, is this a cursed embark? It is. We are in a reanimator biome. Okay, everyone. We're back. So yeah, in addition to this being a reanimator biome, there's some like really weird gloomy fog that shows up. And it has random effects. Anything from mild to moderate necrosis, all the way up to paralysis. And so a lot of the dwarves who have been exposed have ended up having purple skin, albeit temporarily. Okay, let's relink this. As a result, I like to think that the dwarves here wear head veils and masks as part of a need for concealment. You know, it's kind of fashion for them to potentially, you know, hide who may or may not have been affected by it. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, it looks like all of our dwarves have managed to, all our vampires have managed to figure things out again. I think Burm might have left their hammer outside. Ooh, we have struck bituminous coal and tetrahedrite. Cool. Geeky Gokto Athla, the human animal caretaker Forlorn Corpse, is here. Well, let's interrogate them. All the intelligent undead that are showing up are gonna get interviewed as a matter of course. Because I don't want them you know, coming here stealing our stuff. Okay, looks like she is out recovering the wounded. Where? Is that somebody that I... okay. No matter. Is satisfied remembering when a family member received justice through a criminal's conviction. Huh. Okay. Got a bunch of waterfalls here. So now everybody going through will just get really good thoughts. Then we're going to clean up our mess of goblin parts we left all over the trade depot. That's low on the priority right now. We need to brew some drinks from all the fruit that the elves brought. Tend to our wounded and just otherwise make sure everyone is okay. Our relations got injured. Oh no. Poor relations. Shit, Cherry Cokes got found dead? What killed Cherry Cokes? Oh shit, an elf corpse. I think Cherry Cokes would not stand for this. Okay. Oh, screw that. Yeah, the elves are not going to be happy that their merchants did not make it. Oh well. Oh no. The forgotten beast Usasp Ablod has come. A giant hairy mite. It has 2 short horns and it squirms and fidgets. Its dark indigo hair is unkempt. Beware its webs. Well, I guess that part of the caverns just belongs to that place. When did Archangel die? Oh fuck, not again. Alright. Mighty Badum Tish. Okay. Everybody get the hell inside. Well, that area of the caverns is already walled off, so we're just not going out there again for now. Shit, well, gotta put Archangel out of its misery. There's no saving him now. Unless... What happens if we do rejuvenate? Will that uncurse them? Now I'm curious. No, they are still... Okay. Cool, bam. Okay. Archangel is dead. But what happens if we resurrect the corpse now? Let's see. Full heal. Does it bring him back as a zombie? It does bring him back as a zombie. Oh, whoops. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, Archangel. If you make it out here and you see what's happening, unfortunately, it is too late to save you. Yeah, everybody get inside. I think the dwarves of Doomslayer are finally starting to realize that trade with the outside world is not feasible. It's terrifying out there. Just generally awful. So for now, we're just gonna give them some time to recover. We're bolting everything down. We're locking all the hatches. We're gonna give the dwarves some much-needed time off from everything. Get all the dwarves in here to bathe in the mist generators. Tell some stories. And recover. Alright, we're gonna include the hospital in the places that our dwarves are allowed to go. Looks like people are coming to treat their wounds. Giving water here. Archangel has been missing for a week. Yeah, I think he's going to be missing a lot longer than that. Okay. Heavenly Knives, go and enjoy yourselves as well. I've improved my wound dressing. Oh, shit. The were-bison representative Smunstu Urasmas Slugasp has come. A very large bison twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow red, its charcoal hair is long and wavy. Now you will know why you fear the night. Smunstu malign racks the invisible waters. former member of the Dungeon of Canyons, and has been exiled from a shitload of places. Who do you see that you're going after with such hostile intent there, my guy? Buffalo man, won't you come out tonight? Ah, a unicorn. Well, doesn't look like it can get in. Hopefully. Oh, it turned back into a goblin and it's drowning in the water. Well, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Okay, so everybody can make their way in and socialize. They can drink. They can make merry. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. The epidemic of sadness here in the Fortress of Doomslayer needs to be addressed. Oh my god, what the fuck is this Hammerlord vampire doing here? You are not supposed to be there. You are supposed to be with the other vampires. Okay. Read it. Heal up. Okay. Okay. They're all busy doing combat drills. Now, luckily, I've got a command in place called deteriorate corpses. So, oh no. What are they all doing in the well? We're a bit fucked. Okay. I think we're gonna see what the last save looks like. Who was in the well? It looked like all of the people who died in the hospital. Or if they didn't die in the hospital, they then very quickly died in the hospital because one person died in the hospital and then killed all the other people in the hospital. Okay. All right, we're back at spring. None of that happened. We're gonna do this one more time. Okay. So now then, let's see. Archangel is alive in this timeline. That's what we call an oopsie daisy. Yes. Okay. Where's the mayor? Go. Have a meeting with that vampire. An interview with a vampire, if you will. Okay. Got satisfied crying on someone in charge. Okay. So yeah, we've found a flaw in having vampires as part of the fort, but in not having the whole of the fort be vampires. And that is that if vampires are not doing well, they will want to have a meeting. And if they don't get to have that meeting, then they will just they'll just get stuck. Here is Stinky Poo Poo, the giant cave toad. Seems to be doing okay. Okay, Last Hope has grown up to be a child again. I'm gonna make sure that Last Hope gets assigned to the Dwarven Daycare Burrow. Okay. I'm gonna paint the burrow to include the Armorsmith Guild and the Weaponsmith Guild. Because I would very much... Okay, and Transform is alive and is currently the Baroness. So, we'll get that all sorted. We don't need any more shell masks right now. We've got a lot of masks. Yeah, we've disrespected the trees. I've heard that one before. Okay. People socializing in the Hunters Guild. Teaching each other to ambush. Okay. All right, Tara. Have a wonderful rest of your night, okay? Thanks for being here. Okay. All right. Why don't the merchants have a trade depot to unload their goods? I specifically ordered one. Alright, well, let's see how the, oh my god, I cannot do words right now. Let's see how the trading goes this time. And we will need to be ready to fall back at a moment's notice. Hi, Jaunty. How you doing? Happy Fortress Friday. We're trading with the elves. We're hoping that things go well this time. Oh. Thank you for the head pats. Udib calls on the Lie Maker. Looses a roaring laughter, fell and terrible. Uh-oh. That means that they are in a fell mood. That means that they will seek out a sentient creature to end the life of. And end up making them into an artifact. What do you think, chat? Do we let it happen? I don't even know if they will, I don't even know if they'll be able to do it. Having a... Whoop. I think they just did. Who did they just kill? Okay, just a random dwarf. Okay. They're taking the corpse. If they're able to butcher it before it reaches the, before it reanimates, should be fine. Found a bug in Satisfactory and you're documenting some silly things with it. Well, yeah, one of our dwarves just murdered someone and is now making them into an artifact. That's fine. I just really hope that the corpse doesn't come back to life and murder him too. Such is the nature of the place in which we find ourselves. So, make those head veils. Lovely, the creative arts, indeed. Okay, the migrant wave is here. Udib Kolzon works with menacing fury.
Hello? It's a raid.
Oh, hello, Hefslol. Thank you very much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked, and today we're playing some Dwarf Fortress. What were you streaming today? You were also doing Dwarf Fortress. Excellent. What kind of fortress are you doing? This one is set in a reanimator biome with a dying civilization, so really kind of set myself a challenge here. We also have a squad of vampire dwarves who are locked away in a special enclave in the fortress where they can train to be our super soldiers and be our weapon against the monstrous things out there. Pretty basic fortress. You came back for the dinos after a year or so. Understandable. I have not gotten the dinos in yet because the dinos are in a separate patch than the one I'm running. I'm not running the current patch because it has a bug in it that causes immortal creatures to die of old age. So, really kind of counterproductive to having a fortress with vampire super soldiers in it. Were sloth action? God, that's what a word, you know. Were sloth. They will be your doom, and they will arrive, and they will tear up your blood and flesh, and they will do so eventually. God, they move really fast for sloths, though, right? I've had were-lorises before, and those things are fast. It was also something that allowed me to find out that that Wes. Oh, look, the dwarf he murdered got back to life and is now trying to kill him. Well, let's send the military after it. Oh, no, wait. Here. We can lock these doors and put it in there. And we can have our bolt thrower dwarves just tear it to bits. So now the question remains, what's going to happen to the dwarf who's in a fell mood? The dwarf that he just murdered is no longer in the butcher's shop. So, okay. We have the bolt throwers have both mangled and mutilated it. Okay, we're gonna unlock the door again. Is the dwarf now going to be able to go back and pick up the corpse again? Nope. I think they're just kind of bugged out. God, werebeast infection is so nasty. Okay, well, we don't have time to worry about that. All right, same thing as before. We'll take all of your instruments and toys. They have a green tree frog. We will buy that because Ash will want it. And Ash will complain if we don't get it. We'll purchase their clothes. And any fruit for drinks. Yay,
Welcome to the cocktail lounge. Please enjoy your stay.
Thank you for the follow. Follow's anonymous, but always appreciated. Feel free to hang out and chat if you want, but never feel obligated. Frogs. Reminds me of the time that you set up a fortress called Enog. Frog, the frog of frogs. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Okay, I have an idea. Jamie, how you doing? It's good to see you. We have a new migrant wave, and the elves are here to trade. A Team 1 trivia, hell yeah! Wonderful. How's everyone? We've taken a beating, but we have then gone back and, maybe had a thing where maybe it didn't happen.
It's a raid.
Issy, speaking of frogs, Alola Raiders! For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked, and today we are doing morally questionable things in Dwarf Fortress. How are you doing? What were you streaming? You were also doing Dwarf Fortress, hell yeah. Well, this is the Fortress of Okbodtharnas, or Doomslayer. Our dwarves here basically took to this reanimator biome where cursed fog roams in the hopes of finding glorious death. Oh, you do ASCII? Wow. God, I haven't done like ASCII in ages. Like I could look at ASCII and like maybe figure out what it means, but it really it does not look the same for me. It's an old version, but you're committed. Entirely fair. Okay. Yeah, I think that dwarf is just gonna die. Oh well. Our dwarves did come here to seek death, and it looks like he's definitely gonna get it. This looks pretty nice though, doesn't it? I'm using a slightly older version, so there are no dinosaurs in this one. Okay, here we go. So, our latest migrant wave took on a couple of peasants. And we don't really have a use for peasants. At least, not completely. How did the mummy-induced invasion go? Last time we beat the shit out of the mummy, and he died. But his lieutenants keep coming. And one of them tried to organize a coup and corrupted one of our dwarves. We then took that dwarf and we fed him to the vampires. Now these three dwarves here, I've locked them in the same place that the vampires are, and we are going to forbid all of this alcohol. Because I'm not interested in them having alcohol as a drink. Would have helped out a dwarf that's on the brink of civilization, but you hurried too fast on embark. Our civilization had no sites before this one. Drink. Yes, there we go. More vampires. Those eyes are wild. And that mask. That's not a, those aren't eyes, that's a mask in the shape of looks like a goblin or something. Our Relations and Potato. Relations and Potato are both doing quite well. Relations is now a miner. She has to hold the pick in both hands, but she can still do it very well. He's also got some silk trousers and some socks. So yeah, you may be wondering why I'm making
apathy is death.
Apathy is death, it's true. You may be wondering why I'm making more of these dwarves into vampires. That's because our vampires need alcohol just like any other dwarf. But they are unable to drink alcohol by themselves. They require someone else to serve it to them. So these three peasants have been relegated to a position of, let's say, servants, perhaps. You know, helpers, perhaps. We'll assign them each the title of helper. They will be here to interact with the vampires on a in a social basis. They will perform for the vampires, and they will help feed them alcohol. Yeah, they are still vampires, the same as anyone else. But now they can socialize with them to expand their social pool. They can play instruments. They can, oh boy, a vile force of darkness has arrived. The army is commanded by Snowdub Fort Hated. We knew that. A competent commander. The Hell of Meeting. Okay. In the late spring of 599, Snowdub fooled the Hell of Meetings into believing he was the poet Nyom Terror Trampled. Beware their goblin spearmen. With them come Moneras from the dark goblin fortress of Steel Dive. So, Steel Dive is a good 2 days travel from us, and has approximately 6,000 people within. Oh hey, here he is, Nyom Terror Trampled, or to put it in a, let's see, to say his correct name, Snowdub Fort Hated. Odds are not excellent. No, not in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Pull the lever. Seal the elf merchants within. Get all the dwarves to the tavern. Except the vampires. Obviously. Vampires are self-contained. Oh, no you don't. You are not going out there during this. Okay. Yeah, this is the second time this stream that they've been trapped in during the same siege. Okay, they have Moneras with them. They are freaky things. A creature that crawls along the cavern ceiling with 4 long arms. Its body is shaped as the head of a man with a mouth full of shark teeth. It waits for its prey to pass below. And the goblins tame these things as attack animals. But hey, this is what we keep our creatures of cursed blood for, you know. It kinda does, doesn't it? Alright. We put it in here before, I cannot be bothered to do it again, so. Mist. Let's go. All the dwarves that gather up in the tavern, they will be able to, they'll be able to partake of all of this lovely mist. Hang on. Why is there not... What the hell? Why is it not continuously producing mist? It worked before. Yeah, I used DF hack to drop some water in there. But yeah, all the pumps are working. Did I? Oh, I missed that hole. It's been so many different iterations. Okay, okay. Where are the goblins going? Oh. Oh no. Do you see what they're trying to do? They're trying to break open this steel floor hatch. Well, vampires, it seems as if you're about to have some guests. Armor up, and don't allow your helpers to be harmed. So, this hatch that they're trying to get into goes down into the vampire enclave, a bunker made of steel that is basically sealed off from the rest of the fortress for the dwarves' benefit, because it's full of vampires. Vampires that are unbelievably strong, are basically unbreakable, legendary warriors. Oh, it looks like some of the goblins have already started getting necrotized from the fog. Because, like, these goblins are purple. Unless... Are they supposed to look like that? Oh, hey. It looks like what some of the Moneras have turned undead. I think the fog has started to work against them. The fog has a paralyzing effect. In weaker creatures, it can stop them from breathing entirely. And when they stop breathing, they die, which leaves a nice intact corpse to come back as a zombie. The goblins are being torn apart by the cursed nature of this land. When they cannot operate the ram any further, their siege effort will collapse on this side. Well, there's looks like a whole bunch of them are trying to run. You know, let's just open the hatch for them, shall we? They're like, why on earth would these dwarves unlock this hatch that we were trying to enter? Those fools. We will, we'll make our way in through this back passage and show them, Oh, they're still intent on breaking it, though. The bastards. Okay, they've claimed the hatches. And then, all of a sudden, there are vampires within their midst. This is very close quarters. It looks like her feet have been mangled, so, you know, I'm sure Ari would want me to heal her up if she was here. Okay. But yeah, this is brutal close quarters, tight spaces, heavy bludgeoning weapons. Mad corpses intent on making you into corpses. Shit, we lost one of our vampire lords. Well, there's still 22 invaders. Let's see. Lightast Oslan Nikos, the dwarf hammerlord vampire. Never known a vamp who didn't love bludgeoning. Okay. We have 95 gold bars. Furniture. Gold. Statue. Historical figure. Lighthast Oslandikos. We will commemorate them. And a, let's see, what can we make slabs out of? Just rock? Okay, okay. Fair, okay. Get that made. Lighthast made a hell of a sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice, not just damning their body, but likely their soul as well. They did so knowing they would become a greater monster than the monsters out there. We will give them all due honors. Oh shit, they are shooting a whole lot at us. Okay. Go after them. Punch them. Holy shit, those arrows are flying fast. Yeesh. Quite right, Nary. An honorable death is past them, but an honorable second death is within their reach. We feel triumph after the forces of the Hell of Meetings were defeated. All invaders are gone. Now the Tarnished Stars retire to their enclave once more. One vampire down. They will hiss and howl at the night, knowing that one of their own is finally at rest. How are you doing after that bloodbath? Let's find out. One of our people wishes to attend a meeting. Alright, let's have a look at Neri. Feeling displeased. No injuries. Well, one of these three, let's say Ton. Congratulations, Ton. You are no longer a helper. It looks like you are already adequate at using shields and armor. You are now one of the Tarnished Stars. You will take Lighthast's place. This is not a gift. This is a burden, and this is a curse. So looks like they're going out to pick up the equipment of those that came before. Okay, everyone can cancel the social operations here. We'll get building. I really want to finish the mist generator before we call it a night. Oh yeah, and okay, looks like the elves are gone. Don't know how they got out, but probably for the best that they did. Okay. I'm gonna try the liquid thing one more time. Okay, it goes all the way around now. Good. Splish splash. Everyone's taking a bath. Hmm. Why did that operation cancel, or did it? Okay, let's try that again. Furniture, gold, statue. Ah, shit. What was the name again? Okay. Lightest Oslandicas. Oh, it was probably because they were in a burrow. Oh, yeah, that explains it. Okay. Wait, why did they cancel it then? We're out of coal? Really? How? How are we out of coal? There is no goddamn way. Have we really been making so much ash that we did not? Okay. You know what? Never mind. The important thing is we make a good statue, and we will allow hematite, the blood iron stone. I think that's a fitting use of stone. Okay, so rock statue, hematite, specify image, light test Oslan Nikas. Let's see what the artist comes up with. In the meantime, we are going to need to find more coal. It's a shame our tree farm is not looking too hot right now. Okay, I think we can open up the gates again. Go out and get more wood. Wait, is it really? Apparently, we just can't get anything done right now. Okay, there's more bituminous coal there. Let's get that. And hematite. Okay, yeah. Get digging, dwarves. Want this vampire commemorated. Oh, geez. We've got zombie goblins out here. Actually, you know what? No, we don't. Fuck it. I've got to wrap up. Okay. The merchants, it seems like some of the merchants are leaving. That's fine. Hopefully they are, well, hopefully the fact that they are leaving with their lives intact is enough for them to not freak out completely. Look, we have baby bears. In a year, those will grow up to be more grizzly bears. Let's see here. Big old leech with deadly blood. Not particularly, oh my god. Who let a vampire out? Where are the vampires? Are they... Oh god, they're not all... Oh, they're all still up there. Oh shit. I let them back in. That's on me. Everyone, get back to the burrow. The vampires get back in your quarters. Where have all the vampires gone? That's a big problem for us. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna find everyone who is a vampire. We're just gonna put you back where you belong. All right, Minkus, have yourself a wonderful night, okay? Lock these hatches. Nary, no going into the main fortress. You know better. That said, it is fast becoming apparent that maybe having a bunch of vampires here is maybe not the best thing for us. We may have to just we may just have to go all the way on that. And with, although that in and of itself comes with its own set of complications. We'll have to give it some thought. You know, vampires are tough to handle at the best of times. Okay, how many people are stranded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, is there anyone missing? Two. Okay. You there. Back inside. Okay, next time we'll have to make sure everybody is properly isolated before we go out and start before we allow them to go out again. He keeps sipping on dwarves, and we cannot allow that to keep happening. But for now, we have a full squad, and we you know what? We're just gonna put that one back for free. Okay. In memory of Lightest Oslan Nakuz, born in 576, struck down by the goblin Uzbu Fancyflies with a copper warhammer in Odasutu, the Molten Onslaught, in the year 619, Slayer of the Elf, at one with Batray Leather. Okay. Oh my god, how many dwarves are they? Oops. How many dwarves did these vampires caprice on when I let them out of my sight for a few seconds? Apparently, too damn many. Well, at least they didn't drink poor relations dry here. Or potato. I would have been very angry if they'd killed Relations or Potato. My god, there is another vampire. It is... How do y'all keep getting out? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, all vampires are accounted for. Hi there, Sarah Spheres. Saw a big eagle outside today. Some of y'all are short. Please stay safe. We will do our best. Hopefully, it is not the Rock known as Dwayne Johnson. Okay, undo the burrow. Ah, here we go. That's the statue I was looking for. This is a finely crafted hematite statue of an elf. The item is an image of an elf, and Lightest Wind prides the dwarf by Brazen of Doomslayer. Lightest is striking down the elf. The artwork relates to the killing of a zombie elf. You know what? I guess that's what everybody remembered them for most. Killing a zombie elf. Hi Kyle, how you doing? Yeah, things have been kind of fraught here today. We have lost a couple of dwarves, more to our own vampires than to goblin invaders at this point. We are gonna have to do something about that. Oh my god. Speaking of which... Okay. No. One more for the road. Oh, okay. Nope. They're just dead. Can't prove I trained any dwarves. Well, actually, I think I can. Let's see. Yeah, you've got 2 dwarves here on your kill list. Pronoun Palace is very good, isn't it? The were-bison child Lalsil Kopnutabe has come. God, right as we open up the doors again. Alright, I'm not sending out the vampires. They are currently more trouble than they're worth. Everyone get the fuck back inside. Met someone looking for puzzle games and recommended Pronoun Palace? Hell yeah. It is a fantastic game, is it not? This 4-year-old child is looking to do us some serious harm. Alright, the Heavenly Knives are not fully armored, but they have weapons at least. Alright, Law over here, getting ready to kill a child. a werebison child, which makes it okay. Let's see, Lasher kicks them in the right hand. Not a whole lot going on there just yet. Minkus, don't get involved. I know you've got an axe, but like, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, another kick. There's a lash in the right hand, chipping the bone. Punching them. Okay, that's werebison blood. That's good.
Oh, well, it's a raid.
Queen's Hollow, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked, and we are winding down here with some Dwarf Fortress. Currently a tense fight here between a werebison and some of our dwarves. Okay, that's a lot of werebison blood. Okay. Dwarf has not been injured. Oh, Minkus is cut open. I think Minkus might be infected. Shit, okay, yep. The werebison child bites the weaponsmith in the right lower arm, tearing apart the fat through the dress. Yeah, that's Terra's husband as well. One of the original founders of the fortress. Well, the corpse is mangled, but yeah, what were you streaming tonight? You're doing some repo? Okay. You have a good time? Selected unit is cursed. Well. What happens if we do rejuvenate? Does that remove the curse? Let's see. Curse check. No, it does not. Alright, Minkus, you were one of the first dwarves here. I don't have it in me. I don't have the heart to kill you. But expelling Minkus would also mean expelling Terror and Last Hope as well. I think we're gonna have to put them in a jail cell until we can figure out how to deal with them. My deepest apologies to Tara, but well, at least her husband gave her a single child before getting infected. Now we're gonna have to wall this area up like a bad secret. That way, even if they break the door down, they'll still be walled in. Designing a grimoire that kicks your butt. Oh, well, hey, we love seeing some art here. If you ever want to share it, you're absolutely welcome to. But yeah, I think this is a good place to leave it, because we've had some brutal assaults here and suffered some rough consequences for sure. I do have a Discord. Yeah. You are welcome to join the Cocktail Lounge. You a minute and you'll be in? Hell yeah. In the meantime, let's get this saved up and let's get, Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, please feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all the cool things that make the algorithm go burr. And a big shout out to my tier 2 subscribers, Valterai and Fizzypuff. However you support me, it helps me make as much content as I can. So thank you once again for watching, and remember that the world is only as dark as we allow it to be. So light it up.